Hi, this is hellorodney. Thanks for clicking on my video. Okay, this is a video for Lily. I saw your dad doing the video on the loft, and saw you there with your Polly Pockets. When I lived in Los Angeles, let me tell you the story of Polly Pockets. You have to do your own research. This is, I'm a generalist. But the basic thing was there was this man who would go on these business meetings, and he would take his daughter with him. And his daughter would be waiting in the waiting room while he was doing the business. So she would take these little dolls and toys with her. And so he got the idea that he would make them smaller. He would make these little dolls smaller and put them in little containers so that she could take them to these meetings and stuff like that when she was waiting. So he came up with Polly Pockets. And Polly Pockets was bought by Disney. And there was a woman who was a friend of mine who lived on the same property as I did in Los Angeles. I lived in the attic, and she lived, her and her husband lived in what was a carriage house. Now, a carriage house was where they used to keep the horses. It was like a structure, and downstairs would be the barn for the horses, and then upstairs, I guess, would be where the person lived, or somebody that took care of the horses, or something, I don't know. And then you would go from that place to the house to pick up the people, and the platform, the porch, I guess it would be, was real high. It was about 18 inches high, so that when they brought the carriage in, you could step from the house directly into the carriage. Okay, it was a carriage house, and they lived there. And she had a contract working for Disney, and she would paint the prototypes, the Polly Pockets prototypes, for the what would it be, the trade shows. And so I would help her with that, and I would help her do whatever she needed to do. But I would primarily, on one of the jobs, what I did, I was the color mixer. I mixed the color, and she did the painting. And so Polly Pockets, pretty interesting. Okay, well, I wanted to tell you the story of Polly Pockets, and I don't know if the Polly Pockets you have there are the ones that I helped work on, but all of those things have to be produced by somebody, and people have to paint them to get them just right, so they can, well, basically they paint them in California and then they send them to China to get them mass produced. But that was for the prototypes. Okay, well, I'm hellorodney. Thanks for watching, and bye bye.